Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 6th Hour this week. We are talking about section 6.1 and 6.2 in your textbook. So we're talking about integers and how to order them least to greatest. So we're going to talk about some terms, and then I'll give you some examples, and then you can get to your practice. Okay, so if we're talking about positive numbers, so positive numbers, they are greater than 0. And in this book, we're going to write them with a positive sign or without. So if you are going to denote a positive number, you can write 6 or positive 6. Either is fine. Okay, we talk about negative numbers. They're going to be on the other side of 0. So they'll be less than 0. So you can think of 0 as your anchor point. So negative 0 is always going to be, negative numbers are always going to be written with a negative sign. So -1, -5, -10,000. Notice we have to use the negative sign. And just to note on your calculator, the subtraction symbol and the negative sign are not the same on a calculator, especially the ones that we are using in class. Okay, so let's also talk about this idea of opposites. So opposites are two numbers that are the same distance from 0 on a number line. But they must be on opposite sides of 0. All right, so if we talk about -2 and 2, they are opposites. So if we think about a number line, okay, 2 and -2 are opposites, and they are the same distance from 0, but opposite sides of 0. Okay, so then we have one more key ID here, and it's integers. So integers are a set of whole numbers and their opposites. So some examples would be we could have -1, -3, 5, -10, 21, right? And 1, 3, -5, 10, -21. Non-examples of integers, -1.3, 1.25, etc. Okay, so decimals are not an integers. So integers are only whole numbers and their opposites. Okay, so using integers to describe some real world situations. So also think about not just a number line, but also up and down. So if you think of this way, and this is 0, This could be the ground level. And let's say we talk about a hiker climbs 900 feet up a mountain. So here's this mountain, okay, up 900 feet. Is that positive or negative? So write an integer for the situation. It's going to be 900, okay? Or you could put positive 900. All right, so you have a debt of $24. Write the integer. Well, debt is negative, right? You owe someone money. So negative 24. Okay, so you're going to use integers to describe real world situations. And also you're going to have to graph integers and their opposites. So graphing. Okay, so let's say you're given -2 and 2. We already did -2 and 2. Let's do a different one. Let's do -20 and 20. Okay, on the number line. So we're going to go 10, 20, -10, -20. So you can have your number line go in whatever intervals you wish. And it doesn't have to go by 1. So you're going to have -20 and 20. So graph. And then this is what the graph is going to look like. Okay? This is the graph of the two integers. All right. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave you with that. Now 6.2 is just talking about ordering least to greatest. And so what I want to just briefly touch on that is when you're looking at this, so 6.2, right, graphing, or I'm sorry, ordering integers. And I'm not going to give you too much information on this because I feel like you guys are super ahead of the game. And so it's pretty understandable just looking through your section in your textbook. But remember, the larger the negative, the smaller it is. Okay, so if I have to order least to greatest, and I have these numbers, negative, right? Least to greatest. So the greatest integer is actually the smallest. So I'm going to go -2000. I'm done with that. Now I have these two. So this is the larger negative. So it's actually the next smallest. So this one's done. -404. So that's done. And then I have 0 and 100. Well, 0 and then 100. So now I've gone in order from least to greatest. Now it's going to ask you to put it on a number line. Obviously these numbers, right, they don't have normal intervals. So I would just really be fine if you guys did this right here and just labeled it, that -2000 would be here. Okay, I would be fine if you did that and just labeled it on a number line as so. Now in your book, it's going to be more uniform. We don't have enough room to write number lines this large. So when you go to do your exercises today, read the directions carefully, and the substitute will have my teacher book, so she can or he can look up some answers for you if he or she is not familiar with this. Okay, so your classwork, because you're going to have the whole hour to finish. Remember, this is only homework if you do not finish it in class. So you guys are going to do in your textbook 252, and I would like you to do 5 through 25 odds only. Okay, and then you're also going to jump to section 6.2, and you guys are going to go to 258, and I would like you to do 5 through 21 odds only. Now remember, just really quick, I'm looking at this here, so I'm going to give you an example for this homework right here on page 258. When it says to compare, it's going to say, like for number 4, for example, it says 3, and then there's this yellow box, and then it's 0, right? I want to see that. Okay, and I want you to write both the numbers and the symbol. Don't just write the symbol, because when we talk about it on Tuesday, I'm going to say which one's greater. You're not going to know because you don't have the numbers written down. So make sure you write the numbers down. Okay, guys, so that's it. Sorry the video was a little bit long, but I'm not here today. So have a great one. And if you have questions, please feel free to email me. Have a great day.